Bruce, are you there?
Sorry. Kyle, I know the game is fresh, but can you take us through what this incredible kind of emotional week has been like for you, and how much of it, how did it affect you, and how was it affecting you?
First of all, my thoughts and prayer goes out to Jacob Blake and his family. This thing, the reason we're here to use our platform is to we use our platform, and we needed a chance to catch our breaths as players, as black men, and it was important for us to kind of catch our breaths and take time to think about everything we need to think about, talk through some things, and get some things handled. It's been a really tough and emotional type of week. It was really up and down, and it was hard, but we continue to push and use the platform. Voting is coming up. It's big for us, and we have to continue to look at that. A lot of people don't understand the importance of voting, and we're just trying to raise the awareness of voting and making sure some things get changed and bills get passed.
Follow up, as an athlete and as a man and as a black man, how do you balance this week and performance? How difficult is it when the game's supposed to be the important thing, but it may not feel like the important thing all the time? That this is kind of maybe unlike anything you guys have been through.
It's nothing we've ever been through, and to balance it is our jobs are professional athletes, but we're also men, and first and foremost we're men, we're fathers, we're husbands, we're everything. And we have to sometimes we step out of our comfort of being athletes and step into the realm of being spokespersons, spokespeople for our African American community, our black communities, for our black children, our black men, our black women. So we have to be able to do that. That's what happens when you are a professional and you're in this realm and in this position. So it's something where it may not be comfortable, but you have to learn to do it if you want to make change.
Thanks, Kyle.
No problem.
Next question goes to Josh Lewinberg from TSN.
Hey, Kyle. Thanks for doing this. I want to ask you about the 3 initiatives that the NBA and the NBA PA announced the other day, the commitments, voting centers, and the Social Justice Coalition and the TV spots. Why are those things, and why were those things important to the players, and why are they important to you?
Just to get the message out, give an opportunity for people. People forget that COVID, is still out there. So we want to be able to have polling sites for everybody to use. That's a bigger enough place for to hold tons and tons of people with the right amount of space and distancing. With the coalition, it's something that when things happen, we have people that's on the ground that can be on the ground and do the work for us, and as we support, they support us, we support them, and they can get the job done. And it was just important for us to do these things because we have this platform, we have this amazing, ability to reach out to the world, not just in our local communities, but to the world and our local communities.
Thanks, Kyle.
Next, we go to Tim Reynolds from the Associated Press.
I apologize because I don't know a more delicate way to ask this, but how much does basketball matter right now?
Basketball always matters, but in this situation, this time is taking the back seat. Yes, it's our job, and we're going to go out there and perform at the highest level we could possibly perform at. There's no excuses, but we still have we have an obligation right now, and is to use our platform, and that's why we're still here. We're still here because we can get these messages out there.
I'm going to do 2 more questions. First one goes to Aaron Rose from SI.com.
Hey, Kyle, talking to Nick earlier today, he said that the past week it sort of felt like another restart. You guys obviously had an emotional week, and I'm wondering if you felt that way and if you think that maybe affected your play as a team today.
Yeah, we all felt that, emotionally, it hit us hard. Today we just didn't play well. I don't know. I just think we just didn't play well enough to win the basketball game. And no excuses made. We got to play harder. We got to be out there and do our jobs harder, do our coverages harder, execute better. And yeah, it was emotional. We came out here to play basketball. There's no excuses that are made. The Boston Celtics beat us tonight. It's one game. We have to regroup and readjust and get ready for the next one.
Thank you.
Bruce Arthur, did you have another question?
I did. Kyle, you said that's the reason we're still here. I know that these voting issues and these racial issues mean a lot to you, and they mean a lot to the guys on this team. If the NBA had not come through with those, if there was no tangible policy kind of outcome and benefit to you guys being in the bubble, how seriously would you or this team, as far as you know, have considered maybe not staying in the bubble? Because there were people who said that this thing could have blown up on this.
It could have. I think we were seriously, and I think all players were taking into consideration of leaving. And I think that was a very, very serious consideration.
So when you look at these games, and we keep asking these questions, like the games, when the game doesn't feel like the most important thing, how hard is it to really be in this, right? When you're so conflicted, when the emotions are so strong.
You still got to do your job. Our job is to play basketball, but we also have a job and a platform to speak up and speak out to everything we want to speak out and to get people to realize the voting, the police reform, every type of the bills, George Floyd bill. We got to do both. And it's a hard job, and we're professionals, and we're men, black men. We have to be able to do both, and it's something that I take pride into being able to do that.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you, guys.